Get myself together. I gotta press this and that and the other thing. Sharon, good morning, heaven. Good morning, Yuli. Share this out. That page, appreciate y'all sharing out my content. Got a whole lot to talk about this morning. We're not gonna make it. As if you couldn't tell, I was flipping out this morning. Morning, Lori. I was flipping out. Oh man, all the craziness in the news this morning. I was flipping. Y'all saw it. It's like, oh my God, is he posting again? That's why I believe, like Einstein, Edgar Casey, and a whole bunch of them talk about they go to sleep and things download to our brain when we're sleeping. They were downloading a lot to me last night. It was crazy. Morning, Augustine. Happy Enlightened Friday to you, Deborah. I'm not sure if we're enlightened yet, but man, we sure gonna try. We're gonna try to figure this mess out. So I can see everybody talking about. People say they want to save the world. Why you want to save the world? Let's eat the world. They always talk about eat the rich. We're gonna eat the rich. We're gonna eat the rich. Meanwhile, everybody's just trying to eat the whole damn planet. Japan trying to eat whales again. Did y'all hear about that? Japan has decided they need to legalize whaling. Tired of fighting. Sea Shepherd, y'all done failed. Maybe they need some drones or something. Japan and Iceland, they're trying to legalize going back to eating whales. What the hell is wrong with you people? This is why I think greed is just, I asked the question, is greed a mental illness? I'm starting to think it is. I'm completely I'm leaning that direction. I think there's some genes that are attached to it. I think you neuroscientists need to do some studying, do some brain scans, get the Japanese government, scan all of them. You don't have to scan the American government, UK government, British, French, German. You just throw all them in prison. Russians, they're all just crazy. Sometimes I think the solution here is you just get rid of all government. I just think you vote them out. Like, well, which party do we vote out? All of them. Well, which country? Did I specify a country? Get rid of all of them. We need a new slate, clean slate, start all over. These people are crazy, they're nuts. They got too many bad genes putting together neurons in their brain that just making them monsters. They're getting worse, they're not getting any better. They want to eat the damn whales, man. The other thing that's happening, Hurricane Lorraine, Loretta, Lucifer, I don't know her name. They always keep naming these hurricanes. I don't have time for that mess. It's just stupid to me. People are like, well, people gonna get hurt in the hurricane. They're gonna lose the power. Yeah, they are gonna lose their power. People always, how many damn times, you know what? All right, I'm gonna say something here. If the hurricanes are so regular that you name them after Hispanic women, if the hurricanes come that often, and this is after a time you know how to make solar panels and sustainable energy and a non-grid based power system that doesn't get knocked out on every daggone hurricane that comes up the damn coast. This is why I'm not interested in it. To me, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's not a crisis that anybody loses their power. It's a damn insult to everybody's intelligence. Your government doesn't want sustainable energy. They want your power to go out. As we keep playing this game with them, like, oh, it's just gonna be a disaster. No, it's not. They're gonna make a whole lot of money. Billionaires, they know what they're doing. These people aren't stupid. This is why it's the dumbest thing on the planet. It's just greed. It's the same reason why Japan want to eat all the damn whales in the ocean. What's wrong with you, Japan? Y'all crazy. I sit there, I was looking at it this morning. I said, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. There's so much in my head this morning. All this stupocalypse news that was happening. I don't even know where to begin. I'm like losing my mind. They're attacking memes and the copyrights for the memes. Now you can't use the picture because they hate the memes. Because the memes is funny as hell. Like memes lives, they matter. Memes lives matter. You know why? Because like I was telling a friend of mine this morning. You know, like her posts get a little rough. They get a little. I pull back. I pull back. Believe it or not, I only post. I only post probably 30% of the stuff I type out. Because I don't post it. It's too rough. It's too rough. Yeah. I'm really not trying to make people mad. I want people to think. Her stuff is pretty rough. Her stuff is rough. And she was just like, you know, you think I'm a little rough on my post? Am I rough on religion? Am I rough on this group, that group, whatever? I'm like, no, darling, keep rolling. Keep roll hard. You know, you got to go with your heart. If your heart tells you to, you know, tough love, then that's what you roll out. If not, then, you know, you have another approach. But memes matter. That's a word. I don't know how to say. I can't say the word. I don't know how to say the word without cussing. So I'm not one of them cussers. I don't mind y'all cussing. I'm not one. It rhymes with cluckery. Cluckery. Factory. That matters. It matters. Why? Because if something can be fracked with, it's not solid. Right? This goes back to my corporate America knowledge, working in the private sector for the billionaires making the money, supporting my slavery. Supporting slavery to everybody. If you can mess with the system, it's not a good system. If you can frack with it, if frackery is a thing, then it's not solid. It's not true. Right? If you can mess with the message, then the message ain't right. So that matters. And this is why now they're trying to stop memes. I was looking at something, I guess it was in Europe or somewhere. They're trying to enforce the copyright because y'all using other people's pictures and pictures from movies and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna help you out here because memes matter. Memes matter. Y'all have me crying half the time. It's just like in like less than two, because it's funny. Why is a meme so important? Because making people think is important. And if you can screw with their long, drawn-out talking points and speeches that last 2-3 hours, people falling asleep, the people on the stage falling asleep while they're speaking. And in less than 2 sentences in a picture, you can make everybody question every damn thing they said in that 2-3 hour speech. Then the message ain't solid. It's some bullshizzle. So memes matter. I love the memes, but that's why they're gonna ban the memes. I'm telling you, the memes gonna go. Because they're too funny and you're making too many people think. That's what I'm saying. So statuses matter. So I was hitting mine this morning. I was a little upset. Because what is it? I don't even know the name of the hurricane. Somebody tell me. Loretta, what's her name? Lucinda, what her name? Her sister was here a few weeks ago. She gonna have another sister here in the next couple weeks. How come your government rolling out solar panels everywhere? Because they want you scared. That's why. Because every time a hurricane comes up the coast, people start, help us, save us, government, save us. And they sitting out there laughing. The Democrats, Republicans are led together. They laughing in their bunkers with Home Depot. They just laughing at all y'all. Go get your generators. Spend money. Planned obsolescence. Scarcity. That's what they do. They make the solar panels scarce. They tell you can't put wind vanes up in your community. And so I just sit back and it's just stupid. Florence, that's her name. Florida. Florida coming up the coast. I'm supposed to be where don't get me wrong. I don't want my power to go out. It probably will, but you know, I got solar panels. I done seen y'all bullshizzle coming a long time ago. I taught my kids how to make solar panels. We did that project. We done made our wind turbine. We ready to go, boy. That's not true. We not ready to go. We made it. We know how to make them. We know how to repair them and everything, but sealing them with the water and everything, they don't last too long when you do it yourself. Mass manufactured, it works. Works very well for years, but we're still okay. We got the charge controllers, we got the batteries, we got it, so we're good. They play these games, and I'm just done playing games. It's just stupid. It's like, so back to the whales. What the hell is wrong with the world? What the hell is wrong with Japan that they actually feel that they can say loud and proud that we need to legalize whaling? I mean, I thought that we got past this sort of psychopathy, right? And I'm not because people, the first thing you start saying, well, hey, you're anti-cultural. You're not being cultural. You don't have your cultural sensitivities. First of all, I don't eat cow. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat dog. I don't eat none of that. I don't eat bear. I don't eat squirrel. I don't eat horse. I don't eat any of it. I don't eat bug. Well, no, that's true. That's a lie. Sometimes I eat a bug. Every now and then I got to eat a bug. I think I ate a slug last night. I was making some tomato pie. One of the slugs, a little baby slug, fell off the basil on the plate. And I was like, oh, I hope you didn't have a brother, because if you did, He, he's in there cooking right now. But what about using technology so we don't have to eat the damn world? That's what I'm thinking about. What if we use technology to solve the power problems, to solve the food problems, to solve the water problems, so we don't have to solve the whale problems? We could print y'all some damn whale meat. You don't need to eat the whale. I mean, the whale is a beautiful, big, beautiful animal. Don't you want the whales to be here for your kids? Don't you know that they need biodiversity? They're starting to make a little bit of a comeback. But of course, your dumb politicians are constantly dumping the chemicals in the water, causing the dead zone. They got to fight with that. Now they got plastic stuck in their throat. They got sections of the ocean they can't even swim in because it's dead. And you still marching about eating the rich. You marching about eating the rich. Like, you know, the other thing that tweaked me this morning, I'm gonna try to, this is dangerous. People get upset. I've been saying it for a minute. Y'all don't listen to me. I grew up with the black elite. Let me tell you, the black elite hate black people. I'm trying to tell you, I grew up dark skinned. They hated the hell out of me. I was educated. They had nothing to do with me. They wouldn't let me nowhere near BET. Listen, the black elite hate black people. What do they call it? The Congressional Black Caucus. I'm just trying to tell you. And I'm not saying all of them, but they are why black lives have to matter. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to say that. Because people don't read books. They don't read the new Jim Crow. So they were in the news this morning. That's some sellouts. I love them, but they're some sellouts. I don't play the sellout game. Oh, by the way, if y'all didn't watch Ty's video, I need to watch Ty. Brother Ty was talking about sellouts yesterday. Talking about we had a little fun last night. I love the sellout topic. I love it. It's delicious. Because we got to stop selling each other out. We do that too much. We got to stop that. But they were selling somebody. I don't know who's the Black Caucus selling out. I call them the Black Elite Caucus, so you know actually who they work for. They work for the elite. They just want to be in power. That's all, so they can keep slavery going. That's it. They sold somebody out up north somewhere. Y'all Democrats, I think y'all had an election and they sold out the person who wanted free health care. They're like, nah, poor people don't need health care. Screw y'all. We need somebody else. And it was funny to me. I had people getting on the news. They were mad talking about the Black Caucus sold us out. And I'm like, I've been telling y'all this for a long. No, it's not even me. Michelle Alexander told y'all that a long time ago. They don't care. They behind the crime bill. Throw all them Negroes in prison. We don't give no damn about them little poor Negroes. Ain't a black butt, ain't a black ashy butt in prison in America right now that they didn't help put there with Bill Clinton. So anyway, I don't go to a whole lot of stuff in the news. But I can't imagine why are we in a time where it's okay to even say this out loud, that you can go ahead and go back to eating the whales. Why is it okay that we're preparing for Hurricane Florence instead of rolling out solar panels? Why is it okay? It's because we're stupid. That's why we stupid. We stupid, y'all. It's okay. We love each other, but we stupid. We sit here and we just do stupid stuff all the time. Elections coming up, everybody's rallying with the base to do some more stupidity. Insane. Who's it? Hungary? What's happening in Europe? What y'all doing over there? Y'all always are doing something stupid over there too. I love you though. I love you. We 7 billion family. We all family, y'all. Hungary won't let no damn immigrants in, so they're pulling Article 7, 17, 72. I don't know what article is. They're pulling it out. They're getting in trouble now. They're gonna pull their voting rights because they won't let immigrants in their country because they're illegitimate family. That's what happened. They don't want to feed their illegitimate family because that's how it works. 7 billion family all over this planet, all just illegitimate because we're ignorant and we pick and choose who we want to say is family. That's all it is. Like this word blood relative. Well, I wasn't talking about, I know we all family. Somebody said, we all family. I'm talking about my blood relatives. Blood relatives? Do you even know what science is, baby? Do you have any idea that we all share the same blood? You know, it's your blood and your DNA is how they know we're all related. Ain't no such thing as a blood relative. You mean them ignorant people you grew up with. That's what you mean. Because you got billionaires who convince you you're a cow, not a chicken. Farming you. You got billionaires convince you you're a chicken, not a moose or a buffalo. They put you in a different section of the fence. They feed you all this data through your mass media and they make you stupid. And you side up with an animal that got ears like yours, a feet like yours, a fur like yours, or color that shit. And just dumb. Dumb. This is why, I always go back to the same thing. I tell people, never listen to the news in your country. Never. If you're a cow, you think you're a cow, they got the cow news coming through the fence. Don't listen to that PA system. That PA system is designed to keep you fighting stupid. You go listen to the chicken's PA system. Put your ear on the fence. Look what the chicken's talking about. That's why I go to Russia. What Russia talking about? I know they lying to the chickens over there. But if I hear that they're doing the same damn things to the chickens they're doing to the cows, then I know I'm being played. And that's what all of this is about. It's about stop being played. Stop being played. The only reason they would announce they can go back to eating whales because they know that you'll go for it. They know that you're not smart enough. They don't care. That's the only reason that they'll ban the immigrants from, like, so back on the immigrant thing, like the only reason they'll ban the immigrants all throughout Europe is because America's doing it. And ain't nobody talking about that. Nobody's even talking about the wall that Hillary Clinton wanted to put up that Trump took on, that now it's Trump's wall. No, they're all on the same team. Same damn thing. Keep all the dumb animals in their fences, convince them that they're not family so they don't look out for each other. That's how you take a world. That's how you eat a world, baby. You eat a world by making a lot of really selectively bigoted people. I used to be bigoted. I'm talking about bigots. I was raised to be a bigot, man. Come on. My parents are bigots. My brother's bigots, sister bigot. Everybody, we in a bigot apocalypse. It's time that we get out of that. We have science now to tell us we're all related. But not that, but the ancients kind of told us that a little while ago too. All over this planet, they work together. All over this planet, our ancient archaeology shows you they were all the same people. They all had the same tools. Like if you look at the tool marks, y'all ever look at the tool marks? I like to look at these sometimes. I don't get to talk about ancient archaeology none. I sit here and talking about somebody doing something dumb all the time. I just wish y'all stop doing dumb stuff. Can I show this? Ancient archaeology. Look up tool marks. You ever get bored? Go out to EcoAsia. Don't Google. Go out to ecosia.org. Go out to DuckDuckGo. Somebody that's not trying to eat the damn planet. And do a search for ancient tool marks. Or ancient stone tool marks. And you'll find they've been using the same damn tool on every continent to make all those ancient megaliths they told you somebody made a few thousand years ago. And meanwhile, a hell of a lot older than that. Hell of a lot older than that. Like one thing I was looking at the other day, I was looking at Massachusetts. Because I like to look, you know how many artifacts they found in rocks and coals? Endless. Endless. The old coal mines, old rocks, they found a bowl. I think it was Massachusetts, a bowl and a rock. It's 300 million years old. 300 to 600 million years old. We've been here a long time. What they don't want you to know is they don't want you to know that the marks in the stone right there, they're looking for that tool. That's why. You ever work with any, let me see if I can get you a close-up picture. Let me show you something. For y'all Tool Time Taylor. What's the name of that show? Tool Time with Tim Taylor. Any of y'all crazy men that like to use tools and break things up, power tools. You know what marks are. You know what tool marks are. And you know when you're grinding down something hard, it takes a while and it gets real polished because the diamond bits aren't getting through the stone. They're not getting through the concrete. They're not going through the wood. But every now and then, when you go through something soft, it goes quickly. And it makes a different tool mark, doesn't it? It's not smooth. It's scratchy like this. Why? Because it cuts through it like butter, like a chainsaw. A good well-oiled and sharpened chainsaw. So all over this world, you see these tool marks. In granite, diorite, some of the hardest stones. Why? Because they've been using the same tool. Somebody all over this planet, they work together as a collective. You know, you don't make that mark with no damn bronze saw and some sand. Come on, man. That's why I don't want to go down that road too much. That's why they hide this stuff from people. They're looking for the tools. That's why they convince you that you're young and you're babies. You know, we just went from stone to bronze and now we're here. No, the Egyptians told you. They're 12 times we were wiped out. And whatever technology they had, I don't know what it is. They're looking for it. That's why I say no secrets, man. No secrets. No secrets. Stop fighting with your flat earthers. Leave them alone. Nicole said they sneak in racism. Yeah, they do. They do sneak because racism works. Racism pays. Racism's profitable. Bigotry, oh, so profitable. When you get bigots on both sides, you're getting hate on the other side. Like, why would you even have something called a Congressional Black Caucus? That's just racism. The whole name is racism. It's bigotry, right? Because you get people in this fence. Oh, what color am I? People look in the mirror. Oh, I guess on days I'm brown, but I guess I fit as black, so I'm supposed to go with them and do what they tell me. What color? I guess I'm white. I'm not really white. I'm kind of pinkish, and but I guess I'm gonna go with them. They do this dumb stuff. They do dumb stuff to get people. Like, why are we even still looking at colors? It's just crazy stuff to me. I need a link to the 300,000-year-old bull. All right, Brother Gown, I'll put it out there. There's a channel on YouTube. Take a look at it. It's called History's Mysteries. They always have a whole bunch of them. Some of them I agree with. Some of them don't make no sense. But you know what I like, Brother Gown? I like corroborating stories, right? That's what I am. Because I think we're dumb. I don't think we know anything. But they found the hammer in the rock. They found a bowl in the coal. And they found something like a candlestick, and they found a bell in the rock. Like, there's so many of them, millions of years old. And people say modern archaeology, that's impossible. There's no way that's possible. And I just look at corroborating stories. Well, did any of the ancients talk about that? The Hopis talked about it. The Hopis said we're real old. The Tibetan monks said we're real old. The Egyptians said we were wiped out many times. The Aborigines said it. I trust them. I trust them a heck of a lot more than I trust the people that got C in history sitting next to me cheating on my paper. Corroborating stories. I don't believe none of it. I don't believe none of it. When things don't make sense to me, don't add up, I question everything. It's like the messenger. Thinking about this morning. Cheer the message. Don't cheer the messenger. Don't ever cheer the messenger. The messenger, it'll mess you up. That's how they play you. You get to cheering Bernie, you get to cheering Obama, you get to cheering Merkel, you get to cheering May, you get to cheering Putin, you get to cheering Trump. They'll screw you. They make you dumb as a bag of bricks. Always go with the message. So when the messenger gets off message, you pull them back. It's like, again, you raise politicians the same way you raise a child. They go off message. Oh, my parents used to pull me back. Hell yeah, they pulled me. My grandma had a switch. She'll pull me back on message. Go with them, because the message is what matters. The message is what matters, not the messenger. And that's how people get lost in these dumb things with the Black Caucus. They get lost in this stupidness, and they can sell you out every day, all day long. Bernie can sell you out. Trump can sell. Everybody can sell you out because you're not on message. You're loving the messenger. Works the reverse way. Don't attack the messenger. Why are you going to attack the messenger? That's personal, stupid, and dramatic. Attack the message. If the message doesn't make any sense. Speaking of messages that don't make sense, something I gotta look at. We gotta look at something. Hold on. Let me try and find this. I love it when the Matrix shows its cracks. I love it when the Matrix shows its cracks. Because there's still people who believe that Trump is fighting the deep state. Trump is fighting the George Soros globalists. Did y'all see the new act that they're rolling out? It affects the whole world. Y'all need to pay attention to this. I hope the whole world's watching. Let me see if I can find this. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I just saw a piece of it. I look at things and I laugh at it. After a while, when you start watching this stuff, like from other countries, it all starts to make sense. And you don't have to watch the whole news thing. You can just see a piece of it like, oh, I know what that is. You just start laughing like, they playing, y'all. I'm done. I already know what they're going to say. I don't have to watch it. Like sometimes I'll sit down with the kids who will like watch a movie. I know there's no original movies anymore. You sit down and start watching a TV show, like, I know how this ends. I already know. I know the show and the theme and just stole the storyline. All this stuff rolls out the same way. Let me show you this thing. Hold on. Where is this at? And it's not to make you upset. You still think that Trump is fighting the deep state. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. We have the new act. What is the name of it? Oh, there was so much I wanted to talk about this morning. There's no way that I'm going to get it all out. Here we go. I think this is it right here. Let me make sure. Where is this coming from? It's coming from RT. This is sponsored by the Russian government. So don't trust anything that they have to say. Not trust a lot what they have to say, because they're going to tell you where your country's lying to you. Watch this.
A recent leak tells a very different story, and if Google's always tried to maintain an apolitical front, but a recent leak tells a very different story, and if true, it outlines Google's executives' pick for president in the 2016 presidential elections.
Most people here are pretty upset and pretty sad for because of the election. I certainly find this election deeply offensive, and I know many of you do too.
This is none other than Sergey Brin, Google's co-founder, and if his assumption that every worker in the video was a Clinton voter was upsetting, it gets worse.
That was the first moment I really felt like we were going to lose, and it was really painful. It did feel like a ton of bricks dropped on my chest.
And that right there is the chief financial officer of Google's parent company, Alphabet, Ruth Porat, holding back tears at the thought of their election defeat. But whose defeat exactly? Last time I checked, Google wasn't a wing of the Democratic Party. Nevertheless, they seem to have a mutual understanding on why Trump won.
Xenophobia, hatred, and a desire for answers that may or may not be there.
Here we have Senior Vice President for Global Affairs, Kent Walker. Looks like despite Google's claim to objectivity, Walker's got some pretty partisan views on American politics.
I'm gonna stop that. I didn't even want to. I don't even know what the hell that is. What the hell is that? I didn't mean to show that. I think it's funny, but what is this all? All right, first of all, I don't even want to watch that one. That has to do with the election. I don't care nothing about that. I don't think that's the one I wanted to show you. Hold on. Google. We know Google's left leaning. I don't care nothing about that. That's just billionaires, right? It's always billionaires fighting back and forth. What I wanted to show you, and I can't find it. So I think what it had to do with the new executive order. Sorry about that. New executive order. The new executive order says that when there's meddling in our election, we now will do sanctions by default. We're required to do sanctions against your country if you meddle in our elections. What? What? So you know what that is? Let me tell you what it is. I know if you're a Trump voter, you know what they're like. They're like, yeah, go get him, Trump. You stop those Russians from meddling in our election. First of all, Russia didn't meddle in elections, DNC. And it was only the DNC, it was the GOP, it was Russia, it was China, it was the Republic of Congo and Mongolia. Everybody meddles in everybody's election. First of all, so that's stupid. So that law means nothing. But I like to look at law. So what is the purpose of this? Like, what is the real purpose of a law that actually would require you do sanctions against another nation, which is a collection of industries who meddle in your election? First of all, I think it's funny because about 20 years ago, I learned how to spoof IP addresses. So we played around a lot back then. So you can spoof an IP address and have vote 6, 7, I don't know, whichever the NSA was lying, whichever vote CIA, whoever was, that was lying about something. They told you they could spoof IP addresses and pretend something is another country. So I looked at it, I think about it. What would be the purpose of a law that you can launch sanctions against a country that's known for certain resources and industries? George Soros. Think about this. So how does George Soros make his money? He makes his money from modifying markets, basically day trading. He comes into your country, he destabilizes your currency, he destabilizes markets, and he makes a lot of money on it. Destabilizing. That is just a destabilizing law. That act has nothing to do with what you think it does. What it has to do with day trading. That's all it is, because they day trade in nations, they day trade in markets. If they can go and say, you know what? Because Ty was talking about Congo last night. I'm so happy you talking about Congo. So what you can say is, oh, Congo meddled in our election, so we got to launch some sanctions against them. So you can screw with the industries and that nation sending money to this nation, because the dollar is still the world reserve currency, which means that if you're making tiddlywinks instead of cogs, you make a lot of money. All this is, it's always a billionaire's game. That's all it is. It's always a billionaire's game. They're playing with markets, they're playing with industries, they're playing with products for money. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'll post a link. I have to post a link. You can watch the news article. But that's what the new act is about. But of course, if you hate Trump, it's about, oh, because the Republicans are doing something. They got nothing to do with no damn Republicans. Oh, it's because Trump is fighting the deep state. No, this is helping people like George Soros make a lot of money. That's all it's for, you know. Let me see. Google loves them some bias. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, Citizen Dev. Google is biased, and that's what that article was about. But because they're always biased, like they're there to make money. They're not there to. They don't care who's the president. They don't care nothing about no liberals or conservatives or left or right. They don't care about that. Google cares about money, power, and control. That's all they care about. So they're going to stand behind whatever that gives them the most money, power, and control. And right now, they lean a certain way because that way they have the right connections to roll out the police state, to get the contracts with these deep state agencies or whatever they're up to. You know, it all just, it just comes down to not being stupid. It comes down to Google wants to eat the damn planet. Okay. That's what it comes down to. If you say you want to eat the rich, then start acting like you want to eat the rich. You know, don't just talk about it, do it. Right. Somebody talking about protesting. Yeah, but the protest, you know, it has to have, talk about pussy hat protest. You know, don't waste your time with protesting. Like you can say, eat the rich. You can write it on a sign. You can do whatever you want to do. If you're still backing it, you're still supporting it, you're still buying their products, you're still working for the companies, you're still investing in the banks that back all of it, it's pointless. It's useless. It's like, but the other thing that got me was Afghanistan. So now you got so you got the drought in Afghanistan, where you got all of these people, millions of people now are supposed to be on the brink of dying from lack of water, lack of hydration. And we got all these men over there. We got all these soldiers, all these water bottles, all these logistics and resources. And if they actually gave a damn about human life, let me say this. So the country's over there fighting. If your governments that you keep voting for actually gave a damn about human life, you think they would just recall the troops and leave the water? You think they just recall the troops, drop the water where the people are like dying from a lack of hydration, which is a horrible death, and they just stop fighting? Nah, because the opium's more important. The land's more important. The minerals are more important. All of that's more important than human life. We're eating the damn planet. Soros and Rothschilds are interchangeable in terms of crookedness. Exactly. Soros and Rothschilds are. Exactly. So are Trumps and Obamas. So are lefts and rights. So are Democrats and Republicans. It's all the same thing. And this is why I don't think they like the idea of people talking about the fact that we're all family. Because when you start to view the others as family, then you back down from your bigotry. And you back down from your bigotry, we can actually solve problems. But when we solve problems, they can't make a lot of money. You know, we start rolling out solar panels and power to the southeast of America. So the hurricanes that have been coming since Adam, the hurricanes, the ones that we just keep see coming. We start building hurricane-proof houses, then the housing market, they can't rebuild houses. We start, you know, putting people on individual community grids and solar panels and power, even home base. Then the power stops going out. People stop dying. Now you can stop all that selective outrage. Oh, people are dying. The whole people don't got no power. They can't call nobody. They don't need that. We stop letting the real estate market eating the rich and the banks reinvesting the mortgages and playing these games. But we let the politicians play these games. And it's easy because you live in Boston. Nobody, I have no family in Florida. Ain't got no family there. You live in the UK. I don't have no family in America. America's full of your family. Everybody over there is your family. That's why you need to be talking to them, because it's stupid. That's why you need to talk to them, because we do dumb things. All are false separations. Yes, Teresa, they are. They're all false separations. It's all phony. It's all fake. Every day I come on here, Teresa, you know, every day. I go in there, I'm just like, no, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's fake, that's a lie, that's fake, that's phony, that's not true, none of that, every all day. This is what we do all day long. But people are going for it. They buy it, they bite it, it's delicious to them. It fulfills their narrative and the hubris that they were raised in, the bull about what they think that they might be, and it's not even what they are. Then they get to fighting. That's why I like to use the word bigot. That's my new, I can say I'm using that word every day. I'm bigot. Because people get mad when I say that. And it's like, nah, you're a bigot though. I love you. You're a nice bigot. You might be a well-meaning bigot, but you're still a bigot. You still got your indifference to somebody else. You don't give a damn about them because they're on the other side of the planet. You don't give a damn about it because it's not your kid that's being starved in Yemen. And that was the other thing in the news this morning. So report at Hodeida. So here's the other part about us eating the damn planet and the human beings too. And so now the coalition of UK, France, and America, and I think Germany, y'all with us on this one? Y'all murdering people too? Yeah. So we're now at the port of Hodeida. And so what's happening is that the Houthi rebels, I don't call them Houthi rebels, I call them Houthi homeowners, right? Because they live there, you don't. They're supposed to be there, you not. They decide that they don't want Saudi run their government, they want to do something else, let them, right? I'm all about that. So now that we're down at the port, there's one main road that the Houthi homeowners are getting the last little dribbles of supplies and getting them to the people so they don't die of starvation. But now the coalition of the willing psychopaths are about to go ahead and shut the road down now because the fighting has gone that far at the port. So now the people really gonna start dying. As if people weren't dying already. Now the what is it, 14 or 15 million that are on the brink of starvation there. Now they were holding on, eating the last little pieces of dirt and rice and cakes like they do in Haiti, like Clinton, the Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton did to Haiti. Under the S-hole country, that is a S-hole country. It's an S-hole country because they put the S in the hole. Because they made a lot of money. They sold the mineral rights to their brother. So the Clintons take all that money home. So the kids got to eat mud cookies and mud cakes. And now the kids in Yemen got to eat that too because they're shutting down the port. Because we won't call them psychopaths. They're psychopaths, man. That's why I don't like to play. Y'all can play with if you want to. I don't like to play with them. You come to me and you start talking about things. We got to talk about some real things. Are you a psychopath? Are you murdering people? If you're murdering people, you're nuts. We need to put you in a corner of the earth that you can't murder anybody, kill anybody. We got things to do. We got technology to roll out to help people. We got damn hurricanes we need to stop from murdering people. It really is that simple. I'm unable to view. It's not coming through, Sandy. Oh, well, Sandy, they do that. I'm talking about love and stuff. When you start talking about love and we're all family, like, no, he's saying we're family. We're not family. We're not family. You have blue skin, you have yellow skin. You can't be family, but you got 2 arms, 2 legs, some feet, some toes, a butthole, and you do everything the same. All family. You don't even need the science. Damn it, you got eyes. You know you're all family. Act like you're family. Stop being illegitimate. Pay your child support, like I said. Pay your cousin support. That's the thing. That should be a thing. Somebody should hashtag that. Pay your cousin support. Because we're all related. We're all family. We just don't act like it because we're selectively ignorant and we're stupid because people still look at their fur and their beak and their color. It's Slavery Friday, so I'm having a little fun. It's Freedom Friday. I can't believe Japan. I'm still pissed off at y'all. Anybody from Japan on here? What's wrong with y'all? Eat no damn whales. Print your whales, man. Eating the whole damn planet. What y'all talking about? All right, let me go down. There was some other stuff in the news. Let me see. It was a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to talk about no damn Black Caucus. I do not even want to go there. What else we got? Let me see. Evolution of U.S. approach, alleged attacks and retaliation investigation. That's scribble stuff. I don't care nothing about that. Russia's in. All of this stuff is a game. They do this stuff and they put it out there because they don't want you talking about anything important. So I don't care nothing about that. Let me see. Breaking news. Oh, hijab wearing women bodybuilders. Yes, people. Y'all need to see that. Y'all want to see that? We see that. We had a little fun. Yes, there are people just like you. People, no, they don't. Just like you. They're stupid, just like Christians are. I'm sorry. We all lost. We're just people. Somebody posted a video. Who posted that video? I think it was Sister Caddy posted a video. Oh Lord, I can't think about this. You can post. I'm not gonna post it if Caddy's here. You can post it. I'm not gonna post it. They had to, all right, I'll tell you about it. Get your triggers, man. Y'all watch your triggers on this one. So there's a whole bunch of Muslim women, and I don't know what's happening. They had the hijabs on, and they had a kid, and one was holding the kid, and they started fighting. It was like a street fight. They was fighting. You saw hijabs going everywhere, hands and feet, and just all kind of crazy stuff. And the baby dropped, bam, on the ground, and she threw some punches or something. And the baby started to get back up. She picked the baby back up, and she kept fighting with the baby. Was fighting with the baby, and then dropped the baby again, whatever. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Don't watch it. Don't watch. Y'all can watch it. I watched it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I sit there and I watch stuff like that, and it's not really funny. It's ridiculous. I know why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I know people sitting there watching it. The Christians sitting there watching like, see, I told you they're violent. They're violent. Like, no, they're stupid just like you are. We're all tribal and we get lost in this dumbness. But I was like, why you keep picking the baby up? Leave the baby down. The baby ain't in the fight. She picking the baby up and fighting. If somebody posts that, I'm not going to watch that one again. It's some crazy stuff. But we're all related. We're all the same people. We just do the same dumb stuff in the heat of the moment. You're fighting. You're not really thinking. what is it? The Russians fighting off the Iskander missile. I don't want to see that. That's that World War III. We're just going towards World War III. Russia's making more weapons because we're making more weapons. We're rolling out, we're selling them. So they're going to roll them out, they're going to sell them. So of course the world's going to come to the end until people grow the hell up and stop being tribal. They're talking about the Skripal poisoning. They found the two guys. Ron Paul was on the news hitting y'all with the truth once again, just telling it Syria's just a game. We're not going anywhere. Trump came back saying, you're going to get out of Syria soon. No, you're not, because the Democrats don't want to leave Syria. Neither do the Republicans. Neither does the UK or France, anybody else, because they're all just colonizing the damn world. So nobody's leaving anywhere. We're staying in Syria. And the fight, it's a fantasy fight anyway. Now, how I know it's a fantasy fight? It's all a fantasy fight. Because you know how a politician, if they actually believe in a fight, they believe in a war, they go fight it themselves. That's how I know. Because back in the day, you used to have the kings and the lords. What would the king do? King Arthur, he'd get a sword. We need to go kill some people, and it makes sense because they're bad people. We need to kill them. He'd get on his horse, get a sword, and he'd lead the troops into battle. I want names. I want somebody to give me some names. Tell me give me a name of one politician that's going to lead the charge. One of them, just one. I just want to know one. One that really believes in the war. One that, oh, we're fighting for democracy and freedom. We're just going to help and save people. Just one. One politician that's going to take up a gun and lead the charge in some damn Afghanistan or Yemen or Congo or any of the other 10 wars we got going around this war. Name one. Can't name one. Obama ain't gonna get his sword. Ain't gonna get his gun. Ain't gonna get no knife. Trump ain't gonna do it. Clinton ain't gonna do it. May, Merkel, all of them. Putin ain't gonna do it. Now, well, hey, hang on. Putin might. I don't know. Putin a little crazy. That dude, he know jujitsu, kung fu. He is with the KGB. He might. I don't. He might be crazy. Nah, I don't think he will either. Because he's been a billionaire a long time now. That was back in the day. Now he's kind of more like a McCain or somebody. You're like, yeah, he's not gonna fight now. But none of them. That's how I know they don't believe in the wars. They believe in you fighting in the war. They believe in the dumb animals going to fight. The people who think that they're all these little tribal breakdowns. Yeah, you poor people, y'all can go fight. Black caucus, you think they can go fight in the war? Is there a white caucus? Is there a Hispanic caucus? Y'all got your purple caucus? Any purple caucus? Green caucus? They go fight in the war. They're not gonna fight in the war. The war's for you. Right? As long as you killing them and them killing them and all the nims. I don't even think a nim is a word. All the nims are poor people. All of them don't have $1 billion. It's good to go. They believe in the war. It makes sense then. They'll go up in front of Congress and they'll talk for 3 hours and tell everybody we need to go fight. Get in front of the cabinet and panel, get everybody together. We can go need to murder some people because these people need murdering. And you can post a meme. Then you go do it your damn self. And they won't do it. That's how I know they don't believe in anything they say. They're lies. I'm gonna look at the meme stuff. I didn't look at this because I hate copyright. Y'all know me. I don't do patents at all, at all, at all. No patent nowhere. There shouldn't be one patent anywhere in this world. It's just stupid. I was thinking about this morning in terms of the wheel. Right? Why are wheels in everything? You know what I was saying when I was saying that. Why are wheels in everything? Wheels drove our technology from the very beginning. Wheels made all the technology and are in all the technology. Why? Because the Neanderthal, I don't know, it was the Neanderthal who made the wheel. I'm going to say it. I don't care. It's probably wrong. Fake news. The Neanderthal, because they had bigger brains than we did. The Neanderthal that made the wheel, he didn't patent it. Or she, maybe it's a she. It's probably a woman. That's what it was. The woman who made the wheel, she didn't patent it. She said, you know what? Because it couldn't have been a man. It's impossible as a man. It's a woman. It was a woman Neanderthal. She made the wheel. She said, you know what? This wheel is going to drive human technology. And I'm a human. So it makes damn sense that I don't sit here and profit from it and start a company and call it Google. I think I'm going to go ahead and just get a wheel to humanity and just see where technology goes. And so technology takes off this route and you basically save billions of lives because you invented a wheel and you didn't patent it to be ignorant, keep it to yourself. So I don't believe in copyrights and patents. I don't believe in it. So copyright the memes, this is stupid. All of this is dumb. All of it is dumb. All of it holds us back in technology. We would be on the planet Melmac 7 right now, mining oil and minerals. So we have to kill people in the Congo and Nigeria for it, Namibia, all over South America, if we stop patenting crap. All right, this is what I'm saying. We're eating the world, eating the world. You know, we can sit here and lie to each other all day if you like, but all it is just we're eating the earth. We're literally eating the entire freaking earth. And we're agreeing with other people who want to eat the earth. And they won't even give you a bite. That's that's the worst part. Is the people who agree with this and they keep voting for it and cheering the political parties and the sides and the nations that are doing it. They're eating the world. The billionaires, they're the ones that get all the big pieces of cake, whatever. And then maybe a little piece of the crumb of the whale or something fall off, little juice or something hit the ground. Then you might have a little piece of, you can go lick it up off the dirt, you and your kid. But they are eating the world. And you're just cheering them eating the world. It's just dumb. Sorry, look, let's look at it. Because I'm mad at this. I'm mad because memes are important, y'all. Memes lives matter. We need to start, there needs to be some sort of a push. I don't believe in politics, but there needs to be some sort of a push where y'all start getting rid of patents. This has got to stop. This is just stupid. We need to do things because it helps people. We need to be smart as that Neanderthal woman. Call her Eve. We need to be smart as Eve. They still think that was Eve, y'all. That they got the monkey with y'all. Did y'all know that? They found like half a jawbone, a tooth, and an ear, and they said, "This is the human ancestor. This is Eve." And I'm just like, that's like some dirt, man. All right, I'll stop messing. I mess with science too. Let's look at this.
Don't let them take away what we love and our creativity. These people know nothing about what they're doing. The internet can move more people than these idiots can.
Article 13 will be put into practice using automated content filtering systems. Goodbye to using copyright-protected material for commentary or parody. This is madness.
Why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I tried.
This legislation is now better balanced, answering many of the concerns of journalists, publishers, and musicians, whose work was being shared freely online without stifling innovation or fundamentally changing the nature of the internet.
Oh, okay. Some interesting stuff here. I didn't know about this. I didn't know. This is what, Article 13, I guess you're calling it? So this is they're standing up and fighting for the copyrights, using automation to start banning and blocking content for the starving artists. The starving pedophiles all over Hollywood. They need more money so they can buy more kids. Okay, yeah, that makes some damn sense. All right, so once again, so all of this is stupid. It's all stupid. I think a lot of it is about, it's just about that your memes are actually working. You're making people think. It's actually pretty damn funny. You're clowning all of these clown politicians. Do y'all see this guy? Hold on, let me go back. I remember where we are. We're at a minute 5. Did you see it like they passed the legislation? The guy, did they do a high five? Like, look at this corniness. Hold on, I'm sorry, watch this. You got him. All right, that's wrong. That's not being sensitive. That microaggression, was that a microaggression? I don't care. It's outrage is important. All right. So the thing is that, so I guess that they're trying to get back to making copyrights last. And let me tell you, this is what you need to do, because you can't really fight them from a legislative perspective, right? They're going to roll out what they would need to roll out. When you go to Ecosia, don't go to Google. They got it too, but I guess if you have to, they have copyright free material, right? So when you go do your image search, just go click on what is it? It's a filter button. Hit they got the bottom 2 selections, at least on ecosia.org. It says free to share, free to modify, and public domain. Just click that. It'll show you the images and somebody being stupid, right? You type in Obama on the toilet. And you go ahead and just select those 2. You know, Trump is orange monkey, and just hit the search, right? And you hit the search, the images will come up, and you can use those all free all you want. But make sure you do that, because they are going to start charging people. They are going to start taking down content and websites, and they're going to start blocking and banning stuff. So you can take all your creativity and it's just wasted. So we need to get rid of the patents. We need to get rid of the copyrights. This is more same on the same stupid stuff. Why? Because nobody believes that corny guy. I know who I don't even know who he is. He's corny, and I wouldn't believe anything that he said personally. But the problem is you got people like Sarah Friel and the rest of these people who are like cranking out these memes, and who's it, Will Markham. They're putting out this funny, delicious stuff. Oh, even brother, what's the brother's name? He's back. He disappeared. Damien disappeared for a minute. He came back. So they're rolling out some really funny memes. Y'all should follow these people. But this is how they're going to try to stop it. Why? Because anytime something starts to actually change things, anytime where something starts to make people critically think, they attack it. They attack it because they know you're not buying it. People aren't buying this nonsense as much as they used to, right? Somebody said, Genie's talking about open source, and this is what we talked about a while ago. Everything has to be open source. We need open source everything. I'll post this link. You can watch all that later. If I play the whole thing, then this will last way too long. I'm already on here for an hour and some change. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Open source, right? Open source everything. Like, because the Neanderthal women did it, y'all. When they made the wheel, they gave it to the world. They made it open source. So now we have a world that has solar panels and power, and we can make water out of air in the desert. Have y'all seen those devices? So people don't have to flee Las Vegas. We have pipes. They don't have to flee and become immigrants to other states and nations. They can live in devastated environments. And she gave us the wheel so we could do that, not so we can give it all to some damn corporations and greed and keep cheering the rich eating the world. If you say eat the rich, mean it. Act like it. Stop feeding them, eating us. Let's see. There's a couple other things. Oh, it was a great CrossTalk. I got to post that. It was on Civic, the Civic breakdown. A great CrossTalk. They haven't done one in a while. I don't know why. I'll post that later. Not interesting stuff, but I'm gonna look and see what y'all talking about. I get back to it. There was some interest. It's just, I look at the stuff and I see the same thing. I see the same thing, right? Like even in the Sudan where they're talking about peace now. Yeah, it's the same thing. You got these sellouts in power. They get poor people fighting each other, and then they get together and make a peace deal. Meanwhile, neither one of them picked up a gun, a weapon, or anything, but they're funneling the weapons to the kids to go do it. You know, it's just the same thing. It's like they do the same schemes over here that they do over here, because when people get in power over other people, bad things happen. You're not supposed to have power over anybody. It doesn't work. Never does, never will. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see. If you tick or friend says let's fight them, then tell them why you should refuse to support them. It's directly because they are not for peace. Tell them to go love somebody harder. Exactly, Citizen Dev. Spot on. Peace. Peace is always a solution. Peace is always the tool of an intellectual, right? Why? Intellectual doesn't have to fight. Back him in a corner, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you got the facts, you don't need to fight with facts. You just post them. You just say the fact, and that's it. And then they get upset, then they start calling your name, Citizen Dev. Then they try to get you together and say, let's go fight somebody. Like, no, why are you gonna fight? You're gonna lose. Like what we're going up against, y'all, we are going up against people who print freaking money. They print the money. They print, I'm gonna say it real, they print the money for the banks. I'm not talking about the bank printing them. They print the freaking money for the banks. You gonna take them on with money? You gonna save up enough money. You gonna get enough money to take on people who print the money. You're gonna save up money, put it in the bank, working for the big corporations that you're fighting, and you're gonna save up enough money to take on the people who print the money and give it to the bank. Print the money and give it to the corporation that you work for and you buy everything from. It's like, it's stupid. You can't win that way. You got to think about how war works. You got to be smarter than that. These people own violence. Are you kidding me? They're murdering every child in Yemen. Couldn't give two shakes of a willy. Don't give a damn. Just starving. I can't even put the picture up of the kids in Yemen because I get upset when I see it. Psychopaths. They don't give a damn about it. You think the Congressional Black Caucus gives a damn about black lives? They're the ones why black lives don't matter. Why you blaming Trump, dummy? They passed the crime bill. These people don't care. These people are evil. You want to take them on with violence? Really? These people don't give a damn about you, their grandmama, or their kids. They will sell you all under the bus in a minute. That's why it's not a violent fight. It's a fight of being smart. It's a fight of having the facts and being an intellectual, not being played all the time by some damn sellouts. People selling out the human race, selling out whatever you think your race is, selling out your religion. I mean, my God, look at the Catholic priests. Are you kidding? People are still supporting them. People are still backing them. Backing them. Right? They're still praise Jesus. And you got this guy. Come on, man. So Citizen Deb, you sent me down a path. But you know, the thing is, you can't get behind these people who will sell you out, and you can't use the tools that they own, right? The tools that they author. If they own violence and they own money, you're not going to fight them with that. You have to get as far from violence as you can, and you got to get as far from money as you can. If they go left, you got to go right. If they go right, you got to go left, but don't go the way they go. That's what they expect you to do, and that's how you lose. Always be where your enemy expects you not to be. The art of war. That is how this works. Always do what they don't want you to do. Whatever they try to take from you, you use it more. They try to take your memes and the images, then you go get the free open source ones, right? They say you got to get patents and sell your technology for growing food. Then you learn how to grow food and give the technology away. That's how you fix these things, right? If they say put the body cameras on the police, then you say, no, you need to wear them. That's how you fix things. You do the exact opposite of what the monsters want. Greed is the enemy. Greed is the total enemy. Like I was getting on climate change today. This is where people, they get the climate change trigger. Where your climate change trigger at? Where my climate changes at? Man-made climate change. Man-made. Climate been changing a long damn time before we got here. The climate gonna change a long damn time after we go. But man had something to do with it. Man didn't do nothing. Stop blaming man. Stop blaming. See, I hit a trigger. Somebody post something, then I go post something. People wait. They'll wait till I say something now. I like to set people up. Just because it's learning. It's just education. It's education. Greed changed the climate. Man didn't change a damn thing. And if anything, greed had influence. I'll say it another way. Greed had influence on changing the climate, because greed is destroying the ocean. That's changing the climate, making the dead zone. So theoretically, it makes sense. Greed modified or accelerated climate change. But the problem when you say it that way is you stop blaming man. Why do they want you to blame man and not greed? Why would the climate change crew, the tribal climate change crew, why would the people who lead them, not the people who follow them, but the leaders, why would they want you to blame man and not blame greed? Because they're trying to make a lot of money. They're doing the same thing the other side is doing. They're making you stupid, and they want to make a lot of money while the climate's changing. Why? They want to sell generators to Florida. They want to sell the solar panels, right? Meanwhile, they tell you, we care about the climate and we love people. We got to stay in the Paris Accords. Meanwhile, they were trying to screw, what country was that they were trying to screw in climate change? They said, oh, well, you can't evolve, and you have to have a different carbon footprint than we do because you're less evolved than we are. The third world country. So they kept the third world countries in the third world. Because they play these games. It's all about money and they're lying to you. That's why it's greed. Say it right. It's crazy to me. People say, oh, man-made climate change. Man didn't do nothing. Man just trying to get some food and water and have a place to live. He's just trying to migrate out of a bad place to a good place. Man didn't do a damn thing. Greedy bastards did it. And the greedy bastards who were behind the greedy bastards who did it, and the other greedy bastards behind the people who say, we're here to change it and fix it. It's greed. Focus on the greed. And why do I want you to focus on the greed? Because if you focus on the greed, when they roll out the solution, you can look for the problem. You can look for the scam. It's a scam. Climate change is a scam. The people behind it are scamming you. They're playing you because you look at the whale and you're thinking, oh man, we love the whale. They're playing that love in you. And they're telling you that they're going to do things to help the whale. Meanwhile, they're dropping white phosphorus on human beings all over the Middle East. right? They're pouring chemicals in all the aquifers all over the United States and any other poor country that's not modifying for. You can't even swim in the water half the time in some of these third world countries because there's so much poison in the water from all the chemicals because it's completely unregulated. Don't believe these people. Look for the greed. They're not going to take greedy corporations and solve any problems. A corporation has one purpose and one purpose alone, and that is to make money, the bottom line. And the only way they make money is they keep you stupid. They keep you supporting them. They buy your politicians and they buy your governments. That's why, like I said, corporations, they can't exist. They can't exist. They have to go away. At least this size, they can't be this big. You have to have limits. You want another idea? Here's another idea for the politicians. You have greed caps. You put a cap on how much a corporation can make. Everything above and beyond that is a little too much. They have to do something positive with it. They want to operate, do business in your country. Got to put a cap on it. Because it's all crony. It's all crony, all of it. Climate change is crony. Crony change. It's crony change. I don't believe anybody. Because they're always lying. There's something about having power that makes people just act stupid. And they can't stop themselves. They just want more and more and more. It's crony change. You know, that's why the hippies walked away from the climate change thing a long time ago, the real hippies, because they realized that y'all were playing games. If it really matters to you, then it matters. Same thing with the weapons. We talk about the weapons. If gun control mattered to you, would you be funneling guns to 13-year-olds all over sub-Saharan Africa? No, you wouldn't. So you don't really care about gun control. All you care about is getting people upset and angry on one side and the other side and changing nothing. So you keep making money. All right, I'm off ranting. What y'all saying? Climate change isn't a scam. It's always been hanging. The politicization of it is the scam. Words matter. Yes, they do, Brother Gallon. Thank you for that clarification. I think somebody, right. You said, Brother Gallon, this is why, Brother Gallon, you know, this is why you got to work together. People get you back. You know, someone just joins and they hear me saying, they're like, oh, he doesn't believe in climate change. No, dummy, I believe in Egypt's told you about the change. The Egyptians told you the climate's always changed. But what they do is they politicize it. Right? They tell you what you believe, what you have to back and support on this side, and then they tell you what you got to back and support on that side, and the greedy bastards run what's everybody's making on all sides, right? Climate change bad, war good. Gun control in America, fantastic. Funneling guns all over South America, wonderful idea. You have to back those things, and they don't give you that option. They politicize it. That's why none of this is politics. Keep going back. So appreciate that, Brother Gil. Good clarification. They politicize everything. But when you just stand on your morals, you stand on real things. You stand on the message, not with the messenger, then you can actually do what's right. Brother Christopher said plastic, and that's another one. Oh, we're going to save the environment. What they do about the companies printing plastic? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They don't care. We got plastic islands in all the oceans, and they don't care. They'll talk about it. They'll keep it divisive, but they're just making money like everybody else. You have to own it. This is what I'm saying. There can't be leaders. You don't need to be led anywhere. You form your own opinion. You stand on what you know to be true. When you see somebody making money on the climate being destroyed, walk away from them. They don't believe what you believe. They don't believe in fixing the environment. The key word is man-made. That's it. Man-made. Now, let me think about that, Sandy. Man-made, yeah, it's definitely made by some men. Can we do that? Can we do some men made? Can we do some men made? Because I don't want to group up the majority of poor people on this planet, right? The majority of poor people on this planet had absolutely nothing to do with it. It's always the greedy bastards, the ones who are behind it. That's why I clump up Soros and Trump right together. The cronies. Obama right with him, Clinton, all cronies, all together, you know. But to me, and I'm not hitting them. You put me in the same position, I'd probably do the same damn thing. That's the sick thing about being human. But this is the wisdom in not judging. If you were raised to be them, you'd be them. Greedy, pathological, narcissist, man-made. Yes, it is, Sharon. And we had a call. We have to be clarified. But we also got to believe in the message enough to step away when you see people are playing, when you see people are lying and they're just doing it to make money. It's like psychopaths always bubble to the top of everything. Whether it's the top of the church, the top of the politics, the top of whatever it is. They always bubble to the top. Why? Because they want the power. They need that power. Not the typical psychopath, the doctor. You know, most doctors are psychopaths. Anyway, that's another story. They have to be. It's an evolutionary adaptation. But having that control. You know, the violent psychopaths, they need the power over people. They need the money. And so they bubble to the top of anything that's involving power and money. And so they become the priest. They got the power over the people. They tell you what to believe about your religion. And they got this thing for kids. And they can't get past it. You know, but we make excuses for them. We make excuses. Sister clarified the priest thing, the other thing on the thread. She was talking about how there's this common belief that they hand down to us. Now how people say, well, the Catholic priest wouldn't have that problem if they were allowed to marry. And we accept it and we embrace it like, yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, we need to change the church, let them get married. And she clarified, I forgot what sister that was. She was like, that's not true. If you stop being married, you girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you got, and you stop doing whatever you doing with them, nasty stuff, are you gonna turn the kids and start doing it to them? Think about that. Think about that for a minute. Stop making excuses for these people. Stop making excuses. I mean, there are real reasons why people turn to this sickness and become psychopaths. But yeah, somebody said it's bullshit. That's bull. You don't turn to little boys because you stop sleeping with your wife. That's not what happens. These people are sick, and we refuse to call them sick. We'll make excuses. And so that's why me and the Pope, we on bad blood right now, man. The Pope and I, we on bad blood. Pope, don't call me. Don't call me. I got some bad words for the Pope. You can call me. Don't call me. He made an excuse the other. Did you see it? He blamed Satan. He pulled the Satan card. Did y'all see? The Pope pulled the Satan card and said, oh, Satan's behind it. I'm like, Satan. I pulled that card once with my parents. I pulled it once. Mommy, Satan made me do it. Boy, I don't know if Satan got a butt whooping. I got a butt whooping. I don't know, Satan. I said, she must have whooped Satan too. She must have went and whooped Satan too, because she said she told me at church that I'm supposed to blame it on Satan. Satan make you do it. Satan didn't make you do nothing. We stop spanking. That's the problem. And I'm not saying physical spanking. I'm just saying you got to spank. Sometimes you got to spank a priest. Sometimes you got to spank a politician. Sometimes you got to spank your leader. Sometimes you got to spank the people you vote for. Anyway, that's my message for today. Freedom Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Stop backing up the sellouts. Think for yourself. Lead yourself. Get rid of these patents. Don't eat no damn whales. And don't let nobody talk about eating whales around you. Send money to, where is Sea Shepherd? Somebody need to find Sea Shepherd. Give them some drones or something so they can start up that, what was that called? Whale war, start that up again. We got to evolve out of this, y'all. We got technology. We don't use it for humanity. We use it for stupidity and we use it for greed. Blame the greed. Blame the greed. Always focus on the greed. It sounds great to have talking points. Eat the rich, but keep giving the rich everything you have. Eat the rich, but keep working for the rich. You're going to lose. You're playing their game. They orchestrated your society. That's why I say let it fall. Let it collapse. I don't care. I don't. People get upset. Oh, that's going to be horrible. You try being a kid in Yemen. Tell me. People try to tell you, they say, it can't get any worse. It could be worse. This is the best system that we have. Because you were born where you are. Because you're a bigot. This is not the best system we have. This is an ignorant, murderously bloody system that makes bigots out of intelligent people. People with a lot of love in their heart. And it's got to stop. But it only stops when we stop it. It only stops when we stop it, y'all. We got to look in the mirror. We got to make some changes. We got to make some serious changes in the mirror. And when people see the changes you make, they might think about making them too. But you don't force it on other people. It has to come down, but I think the difference is it doesn't have to collapse violently. I think we can bring this thing to a grinding halt. But we have to do it. Yes, Ty, I'm leave on Ty. We are overdue for a reset. How do I know we're overdue for a reset, Ty? And I totally agree with you, because the world's not broken. The world was designed to break. That's what big greedy corporations and the kings and the lords do. The world is throwing symptoms, right? Kids starving is a symptom. Rape gangs raping women in all the third world countries that we funnel weapons to like it's okay, and we funnel weapons to both sides to keep them weak. We put a sellout dictator in, and we give weapons to the warlords to fight him, to keep them weak, to keep mineral prices cheap and keep blood minerals going. That's evil. But it's a symptom. It's a symptom that the world has a disease. We can fix it. That disease is greed. We need to get rid of it. And the only way we get rid of it is we stop supporting it. We can bring the thing to a grinding halt and put in a new system and make human life the only capital. Human life has to be the currency. Above and beyond that, I don't care what anybody does. You can have whatever isms you want, your socialism, your capitalism, whatever, over top of the scarcity that turns people into psychopaths at the top and at the very bottom. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, I gotta go. Thank you, Jeannie, on the last little word there. Life equals love. Live and let live, you guys. Live and let live. That's who we are. We're all family. We're all cousins all over the planet. Just a bunch of dumb cousins. We can grow up. Anyway, Gerard, y'all have a great weekend. I gotta run. Love y'all now. Bye-bye.